Hi there, my name is Ratliff and I'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of the Ratliff Mandolins Weekly Production Diary. In last week's previous episode, we put stain on this mandolin. It's a R5 master model, and master models have binding, 3-ply binding on the top and on the back and all over the peg head. And when you stain one, then that stain bleeds over onto this binding. So the next logical job is to clean this binding off as best you can and get the stain off of it. I'm going to use a series, I guess, of specially ground X-Acto knife blades, and I'm going to show those to you right now. Each of these blades are shaped a certain way, and each of them have a very special place that they'll reach into, or this or that. So there's actually a use for every one of these blades when you're scraping a mandolin. And so this job usually takes 2 or 3 hours, and I'm going to sit down here first thing today and just very carefully and gently scrape and clean and make sure everything is exactly the way I want it on this mandolin before I shoot the clear coat. And we will turn this into this. Now let's get some good close-up pictures so you can see what we've come up with. And so mandolin number 7 is now ready for its clear coats on top of the stain. I'll wind up putting 3 clear coats on this as build coats. And in between coats, I am going to work on the next mandolin in line, which is mandolin number 8 here. And it is almost final sanded and ready to put the stain on it and the clear coat. So that will be the next order of business this week, is to get the process started on this, same as we did here. Stain and then clear coats. And here it is, mandolin number 8 with the stain applied and a tack coat of clear coat over it. And all I have to do is apply the logo and clean off the binding and the side dots on the fretboard, and then we can start applying the clear coats to it. Well, you have been watching me sand mandolin number 8 in preparation for its final coats of finish. And it is Friday afternoon, so as a recap of what all we got done this week, I've sat right here pretty much and sanded all week on either this mandolin or mandolin number 7, or also done some prep work on mandolins 9 and 10. And so it's been a week full of just sitting here sanding, but at the end of the week, we have mandolin number 5 that's pretty much ready for strings. The final coats of finish have been put on mandolin number 7, and here in a few minutes I'm going to put the final coats of finish on mandolin number 8, and then hopefully next week's video maybe we can get strings on at least mandolin number 5 and finish on the other two, the last two mandolins in the batch, 8 or 9 and 10. And let's see, so that will be something to look forward to. And we're getting pretty close to the end of this batch, I think, and I do have some repair work built up, so I usually save that for in-between batches. We'll be doing that in future episodes and starting a new batch. So let's put the final coats of finish on mandolin number 8 here, and then we'll close the video off. And I'll say thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next week on the next episode of the Ratliff Mandolins Weekly Production Diary. Here we go.